and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And I've been having a bit of a nightmare recently, what with slow solves, and then yesterday I put 2 digits transposed, which is obviously all the comments would be about after that. Apologies to Olimar, it was a lovely puzzle, and I enjoyed solving it, and I'm sorry I transposed 2 digits, a 4 and a 3 in the top row. I'm not going to kind of re-record the whole video because it wouldn't be a live solve, and I guess that is the penalty of doing live solves, is the human errors exist. However, it is a very good reminder to me to press check whenever I can at the end of the puzzle. So I'll be doing that today, and I'll be able to do it today because this is a classic Sudoku. So those of you who are asking for classics regularly, feast yourselves on this. It's from, I think it's probably from an app. A Patreon called Adam Wills wrote to us and said this was an expert level Sudoku, which he thought he believed it had some really interesting logic if we could solve it logically. Well, that's the sort of challenge we like. So going to give it a go. Do try it on the link below the video. And then if you wish, watch my solve. And let's hope then nothing goes wrong with it. And I'm going to try now. So let's get cracking. We've got, I can put a 5 in straight away. These 2 5s are ruling out all of these cells, and this 5, that one from box 2. So 5 can go in there. And look at these 3 straight away. That's a very interesting triple because those 3 cells can see 4, 9, 2 and 7 and 6 and 5. So those 3 cells are 1, 3 and 8 in some combination. Now that lets us fill, that 6 determines the last 2 digits in the row as 5 and 6. Now 1 and 5 are looking at those spaces. So yeah, this is a 1-5 pair, and we know which way around they go because of that 5. 2 and 8 pair to complete the box. 2, 8, 7, 5, 1. Right, 6 and 3 have to go in here because they both appear in this box, not in that row. So 4 and 9, we can do those because of this 9. Now we've got 2 and 7 up there. This is an 8, 4, 9 triple, and I think we've only got that 4 and 9 to guide us. So let's just fill in the digits where they must be, but I don't know which is which. Okay, so that's quite a good start across rows 4, 5 and 6. Now, the 5 that we got is putting a 5 in one of those 2 cells. As always, the corner pencil marks are where a cell is limited within a box. A digit is limited in a box to 2 or 3 cells. 1 and 1 there. So 1 is limited up here. 4 and 4 gives us a 4 in one of those 2. 4, yeah, this is an interesting pattern. 4, 6, 1, 3 here, and 9, 7. Looking at those, not as helpful as I thought it was. But 5, yeah, 5's looking down onto those 3 cells, and that 5 takes out that one. So we can fill in the 5, and now because 9, 7 are looking at those 2 cells, and they've got 4, 6, 1, 5, 3 in the box, that must be a 2, 8 pair with 9, 7 in the other 2 cells. And look, now we get a 2, 8 pair in the column from that, and that looks like it could be powerful. Gives us 1 or 7 there and 1, 7 or 9 there. Does it not give any more than that? This column, there's not much left. 2, 4 or 8 there, 2 or 4 there. I'm kind of coming to candidates because I know from the information this is quite a tough puzzle, so the candidate cells could well help. Look, 5 and 5. So 5's restricted to those 2, and that 5 tells us which one. Okay, that fixes the 5 we'd penciled in box 3. All the 5's are done. And now look at this shape. Wouldn't it be useful with those cells available if things were being eliminated from those 3? Well, 6 and 1 are. 1, not so helpful, but 6, once it's eliminated from those, that 6 is acting on those, and now 6 must appear in one of the bottom 2 corners of that box. That puts a 6 here in box 8 because it can no longer be in those cells. 6 in one of those 2 as we carry that on. Right, we've got 4 and 3 left to fill the row, but I don't know the order, but I'm going to mark the candidates in. That 1 wasn't as helpful as I'd hoped. So, what else can we find? Oh, look at 4 and 9 acting on box 2. That's rather pretty. They eliminate all of those cells in the cross shape. Therefore, 4 and 9 in this box form a pair in the other 2 cells. Oh, and that doesn't act. You would expect that would give me something in the cross, but nothing, no other digit apart from the 5, 8, 4 and 9 are looking into those crosses. 2 or 7 must be in one of those, and 1 or 7 in one of those, but I can't actually make a determination based on that at the moment. So we've still got a 6 to fit into this box, must be in one of those 2. What else have we got? 7, 7, so 7 is stuck up there in box 3. Four and 4. And 4 up here. Yes, we can place. In fact, those 2 4s are very good. They're looking at this 3-4 pair that we put in before, so they sort that out. That's not a 4 now. And now we get an 8-9 pair. The only place for 4 in this box is there. Now 6, yeah, we know that's down here. 3 and 2 though can't be here, so 2 is in one of those cells. 3 could be in any of them. This is either 1 or 7 based on everything it can see, using that 8 and that 4 as well as the things in the box. Oh yeah, and here 6, 5, 3, 2 and 4, 9 gone in the row, so that can't be a 3. This is 1, 8 or 7, and so is this. Oh, didn't I work out 4 and 4? I thought I'd put a 4 in this cell, but I've somehow not put it in, but there it is. That's correct. 9, 8, 5, that. Anything from 1, 2, 3 or 7, annoyingly. Now, what else can we find out? This must be 1, 7 or 8, just from what's left in the box. 3, 8, 5, 6. This is pretty tricky here. 1, oh look, 1, no, I was going to say 1 must be there in the row, but that's not necessarily true at all. Could be out here. 6, 7, 9. Wow, okay, let's see. What about this cell? 3, 8, 5, 6, 4, 1. So that can be 2, 7 or 9. 2, 6, 7 or 8 there. I don't know that that's actually a very profitable way to go about trying to fill things. Now, let's see what else we can find. 9. Okay, this is getting tricky now. So, this 1, 3, 8 got a bit restricted, didn't it, at the corners, or sort of its edges. What does that mean? Doesn't necessarily mean that they must contain a 1, although if that was a 1, we'd definitely have a 1 in one of these 2 cells, a 1 in one of those 2, those 2. It's all a bit speculative, and it doesn't really butter any parsnips there. So what else can we find going on? This is getting a bit tricky now, I have to admit. No wonder Adam found it interesting, as he put it. 9, 5, 4, 6, 7, I'm sure. Oh, this can't be an 8. There's an 8 in the box. Oh, look, and that's a 1, 7 pair in the row. Aha. Okay, well that's just poor pencil marking there. Sorry about that. I didn't spot the 8 in the box when I was marking the 8 in, and it took me a while to notice it. So 1, 7, that's taken the 7 out of there, and we can put 7 in here. That takes 7 out of the corner cell. Now, that 1, 7 pair also takes 7 out of here, and more importantly takes 1 and 7 out of here. So that's 2 or 3 there. Interesting little pattern of 4 cells with 2 of the candidates each there. Now, so one of these has to be a 7. 7s are getting very limited around the grid. 7s in rows 2 and 3 have to be in those 4 cells. So for the boxes, they have to be limited to those 4 cells. Oh, look at that. If this is the 7 in box 2, this is the 7 in box 1, and this is the 7 in box 7, they rule out both of these 2 cells from being a 7 and would make this one a 7. Now that was all founded on if this is a 7. The alternative to that in box 2 is this is a 7, making this a 7, this a 7, and ruling out again those 2 cells and making the green cell a 7. So whichever of these is the 7 in box 2, this is a 7. Why are these 2 limited to be the only 7s in box 2? Because of the 1-7 pair in row 2, and if this is a 7, then this has to be a 7, whereas if this is a 7, obviously that's the alternative. So that is brilliant. I honestly don't know what that shape is called. Somebody will tell me. This is normally when I can't identify something, it turns out to be some form of empty rectangle. I don't think this is, but it is a really interesting piece of logic. So I'm just going to run through it again because it's so fun. If this is the 7 in box 2, 7 in box 1 is there, 7 in box 7 is there, and that rules out those 2 cells in box 8 for a 7, and the alternative again rules out the same 2 cells in box 8. That's really nice. Lovely. So we get a 7 there in the cell that was, now I'm in color mode, that's very foolish, in the cell that was green. So that has fixed our 4-cell combo in column 4. That's done the triple in box 5. These obviously can't be 7, that's what we spent so long working out, and in fact we've determined now where the 7s do go. That's the 7, so in the 7-1 pair that's the 1, so we can do 9 there. That's so neat. Right, we've got a 1-2-6 triple up here, of which that can't be 6 and that can't be 1, but that makes this the 8. 1 here. Ooh, that hasn't sorted out these 2-8 combos. That's surprising. But we've got 2-8-3 as a triple there. 1-6-9 down here, and we can place the 9 because 1 and 6 are looking at it. Got 1-6 either side. This is 2 or 8. Ooh. Don't tell me there's still, no, 9 is looking at that, so 8 is fixed there. That fixes this as a 2. We can finish off row 2. That can't be 8, so 8 in column 3 is there. That does do the 2-8 pairs that were so useful earlier. 6 at the top, that's not a 6. We've got a 1-2 pair there and a 2-4 pair there. This is a 3 to finish the column. That makes 8 and 2 resolvable. 8 in this box. Now that 8 and that 8 are ruling out those cells, so it must be up in the corner. We've got a 1-3 pair. This is the 1 because of the 3 over here, so I can put 3 in there. That fixes these last 2 pairs in columns 7 and 9, and then we've just got rows 1 and 3 to finish off. That is a really nice piece of logic. Absolutely fascinating. So a really nice puzzle for practicing some kind of tough spots on. Some pairs and triples early on, and then that really interesting pattern of 7s later. Hope that was of some use to you in your solving of classic Sudoku. Do let us know what you thought of it. Oh, just remembered, press the check button, see if I've made any silly mistakes, and I have. Okay, that's interesting. There we go. Unbelievable. You'll think I did that deliberately, but in fact, no, I am just that much of an idiot, all on my own. and that's fixed it. So there we go. How does he do it? Honestly, I need a break. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.